Welcome back to Sunny Side Up. Faith is joining me once again. Faith, how's your morning?
It's been good. I realized this morning that I ordered the wrong book the other day, so that was a little bit of a bummer. So,
Not just the wrong book, but the book you already have, like, earlier in the series. You right?
no, I ordered, so the book is Quicksilver. I have the paperback version with, like, the man on the front, like, it has the person on the front. And I went to order the second one, which is up for pre-order. And I thought I pre-ordered the second one, and then I got an email today saying, like, oh, your book shipped. And I was like, well, that's incorrect because it doesn't come out till November.
Yeah.
So, like, are they giving me a little treat, or, like, did I mess it up? And I went and looked, and I ordered the special edition of the first one.
Yeah. So I was right. You ordered a book you already have.
Yeah.
From the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only 2 in the series so far, and I'm really excited about it. But the one that I did order is a special edition. It'll match the second one coming out. It'll match better, and it has, like, art on the inside. So I am excited about it.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm keeping it is because I have a job now, and I can actually pay for it.
No longer a stay-at-home wife.
No. So anyways, that's how my morning went. I was a little disappointed, but still excited.
I, for one, am excited about being a new day because I had a rather rough day yesterday.
Yeah.
And I didn't share all the details with you, so I'm going to share them with you now.
Okay.
So, first of all, I got to work. Did I tell you about being locked out of work?
No.
Okay. So, first of all, usually the warehouse guys are in there by the time I show up. I'm like one of the first people in my entire corporate headquarters office that shows up to the office because I like to leave early. Mm-hmm. So I get there, and for the first time, there are barbed wire gates completely closed around the warehouse, which means none of the warehouse guys are there. I don't personally have a code to get into the building.
Why don't you have a code to get into the building? That seems like something
Because
all
apparently
employees
after you
should
request a code, it takes months to get your code.
That's dumb.
Our key cards are for show only. There's no key card access to the building. So I get there, and it's like, this is not the bad part. All the bad part comes after this. But I'm sitting in my car for 30 minutes before, and there's like more and more cars showing up, and nobody has been able to unlock a door yet. Finally, about 8:05, I see someone unlock the door, and I'm like, okay. Better believe I put that on the time clock, though. Put that under the administrative time code, and I was like, not my fault. I was here at 7:30. Mm-hmm. I was at work. Not my fault you guys don't give me a key. So anyways, then when I walk in, about 8:15, I have not had a cup of coffee yet. I am very tired because we stayed up pretty late Thursday night.
Which I would like to point out, you only stay up late when I don't have to work the next day.
Yeah, because I'd like to go to bed with you. So
No, I'm saying,
normally
like,
I go to bed early.
I'm saying that you personally do not have a bedtime. If I don't go to bed, because I'm in bed by 10:30, 10:45. That's what I need to do for me to be able to not want to die in the morning. That's what I figured out for myself. If I don't go to bed, because I just almost knocked my drink over. Sorry. Because I don't work Fridays. Mm-hmm. And Thursday nights are always nights that you stay up until like 11:30, 12. And then the next morning you complain that you're tired. And I'm like, well, no shit. You don't go to bed at a decent time to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And a majority of Fridays, you sleep in and you're almost late to work.
Oh, wait. Well, to be fair, on Friday, I will be like 15, 20 minutes late to work, and I am still the first person there.
No, it makes sense. But I think it's so funny that I'm the reason that you go to bed on time.
Literally, nobody shows up on time on Fridays. Nobody shows up on time most days. It's very weird.
It is weird.
I'm there almost every time, between 7:30 and 7:33. That is almost exactly the time frame I always arrive at work.
Yeah.
Although
really
I have
funny.
noticed increased traffic the last week, and then I was like, man, where's this coming from? And then these 2 teenage girls rolled up beside me, blaring music out of clearly one of their parents' vehicles, and I went, son of a bitch, school is in session. And then I started noticing the school buses and all of the childlike faces behind the driving wheel. And I was like, oh, I get it. Now I have to start accounting, because when all this time, the whole time we've lived here and had to manage commuting, I haven't had to think about that. So now I have to retime all my commutes to figure out when is the right window of time to leave here to hit the minimal amount of traffic,
Yeah. Luckily my drive to work isn't bad. It's 10 minutes, although they are starting construction on that road that goes just straight to the village. I saw they're starting construction on the road, so I'm gonna have to figure out how long it's gonna take and when to leave.
I need to focus up on the story because this conversation is probably so boring for the majority of people. So here's the story. All right, about 8:15, I'm sitting down. The only other person on my team shows up, and he sits next to me, and he's like, "All right, we need to talk about this thing." And I was like, "Okay, sure. I'll pretend like I can focus." At this point, I am so groggy. I couldn't see. I couldn't think straight. I was a mess. And he is telling me all these deeply technical steps about everything I need to do, including setting up a new database and establishing new workflows in the software. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I can figure that out. Yeah, sure. And he would say something, and I would just instinctively respond yeah, sure. But the moment he moved on to the next sentence, he might as well not have said anything. I think I had amnesia that morning. I couldn't understand what he was saying by the time the next sentence came. And I'm trying to take notes, but I'm so confused. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll figure that out. Sure. Okay. And then I moved on and tried to figure it out. And I was like, okay, well, let's go get a cup of coffee. I'm worried I'm turning into one of those people who oh, I can't function in the morning without my cup of coffee, I don't want to be one of those people, but I feel like I'm turning into one of them. Because for me, coffee's a social thing, or it's an opportunity to step away from work, It's not I'm not oh, I'm so tired in the day without it, don't talk to me. That's never been me, but now I'm worried that I can't have conversations with adults without a cup of coffee. So I'm getting a little worried about that. So moving on.
Can't relate. I hate coffee.
Yeah. Well, 11 o'clock, I've had a cup of coffee or two, and I'm trying to figure out this project without looking like I'm trying too hard, because I've been in this job for months trying to figure this. I need to pretend like I know what's going on. Then 11 o'clock hits, and my stomach's starting to growl. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll bring this muffin. I've been saving this muffin, been really looking forward to it, and I forgot about it. And I go to open up my muffin, and there's just mold all across the top. And I'm like, oh, damn it. So I go to the kitchen, the kitchen in our building, and I'm like, I'm just going to cut the top off the muffin, right? I want this muffin. So I cut the top off the muffin, and the bottom's fine. I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat that. And then I turn around, and I see the popcorn machine. And the popcorn machine, we have popcorn Fridays at my work. So every Friday, the machine is filled to the brim with popcorn, and it's just a little snacky on Fridays. I always get my popcorn, and I always have...
Oh my God, taking advantage of things that companies are buying you? What a crazy thing for you to do.
I always, on Monday, get my stale-ass popcorn, which stale-ass popcorn, delightful, okay? I love stale popcorn. So, I turn around, and all that's left in the popcorn machine are unpopped kernels and broken little pieces. There's no popcorn left. This has never been the case. And I'm just like, God damn it. So, I quietly walk my way back to the office. And this is me. I actually have a recording of me when I go back in my office, and I would like to share it with you right now.
Motherfucker!
I know that's exactly what you thought too, like in that voice.
That is, I literally walked to my office and went, motherfucker! And then I was like, wait a minute, where did I get that from? Oh shit, that's right, that's Cartman. And then I was like, oh my god, I gotta get this in the when I talk about this tomorrow, I need to get it.
Oh my gosh.
So I spent an hour learning and troubleshooting my soundboard to figure out how to get this to work, because I've never done a sound effect before. I've never tried to learn it before, and so I spent an hour just so I could play that one sound for this story.
I think it was worth it.
Oh, it was, yeah. So anyways, this story does not end here. Friday was just rough for me, because after all this, I sit down and I get on I hop on a video call, and I start turning my head, trying not to make it too noticeable. And then I realize, Jesus, Michael, you got a really big fucking nose. And I was like, oh, that's not a very nice thought. I'm like, and then I couldn't stop noticing that video cameras make my nose look huge. And I was like, this sucks. I want to go home. And then they ended it all off at the end of the day. Spent all day. I was like, oh yeah, end of the day, it's gonna be solid, because we've got a ping pong league going on at work, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. I haven't played ping pong since we started dating. That was the last time I played ping pong.
When have we ever played ping pong?
Never with you. When I was hanging out with the bar crowd.
Oh yeah.
We played ping pong at the bar a lot. And so anyways, I got in. I had 2 matches back to back in the ping pong league. It's the first week of it. 0-2 both games. The most points I scored in a single game was 3, maybe 4 points. So I was like, well, isn't that just the cherry on fucking top of this cake? This day sucks. Now that this story is over, I do have to admit that there were some good positives to the day. Faith heard that I was having a bad day and that I got a shitty ass muffin, so she brought me a coffee cake and a coffee, and we had game night with the neighbors, which was super fun for the first time, which we've been looking forward to. So there were some positives, but there were a lot of negatives on my fucking Friday. So
yeah, I want to take you to that coffee shop I got that coffee from. I think you'll like it.
Okay. I'm sure I will. I do want to share one more thing.
Okay.
So this soundboard also has numerous other pre-recorded settings, and so I'm just very excited to woo, go me.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's nice,
No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Anyway, so now that I got it figured out,
get ready for some sound effects.
Get ready for some sound effects. Yeah.
Are you gonna keep Cartman on there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I might reduce the door sound, because the door sound was like paramount to this story, but after that it might just be motherfucker. And I can't wait for my mom to hear this episode and for her to text me about how she was like, oh, so I immediately rolled my eyes at that show. All right, and I have another question, Faith. Another thing that from my Friday, I need to know, what's your favorite meat?
Oh, my favorite meat?
Well, you are way more excited about this question than I thought you were going to be. Please continue.
Babe, I grew up with pigs and around agriculture. I have a favorite meat.
Okay. Miss FFA over here.
I don't know. We eat a lot of chicken, so I feel like that's just a default favorite of mine. Especially because you can do a lot with chicken, but I also do really enjoy pork. But again, that's because no, I really like bacon. But that's kind of obvious. Pulled pork is also really good. You are American. Yeah, I think we can all tell that from a mile away. I think it's just because we also grew up with a pig in our freezer every summer, so we had a ton of pork to eat too.
Do pigs grow in freezers? Do they are they able to grow? I feel like the cold wouldn't be good for them.
Play your little bit of bum, please.
I'm going to start having a lot of fun with the soundboard. Yeah, I am so nervous that all of these sounds are not going to actually make it into the final cut of like the final like output audio of this. It shows that it's coming out in the output. But someone in the comment section said it didn't work on YouTube on one of the many videos I watched trying to figure this out. And now I'm worried that I'm just going to have a bunch of like gaps. And I'm like, I don't know how to pull these sound effects. So I might be in trouble. Anyways, continue. You raised pigs in your freezer.
You're insane. So either chicken or pork, I think. Oh. Also, I think that has to do with my dad also raised butcher chickens. We also had a lot of chicken in our freezer. So I think it's just the fact that I grew up eating a lot of pork and chicken. And my mom, obviously, had to get very creative with how she did it. Because you couldn't just cook the same thing over and over. We would have got so bored. Also, I think it's funny that my dad also really doesn't like chicken. But he raised butcher chickens and butchered like 75 chickens each year.
Well, that makes you hate them. Was it the feathers that helped the chickens survive in the freezer?
Michael thought.
All right. So I brought this up because I have another story. I was enjoying a nice sausage while avoiding some work on Thursday. And I came to the realization that I think sausage is my favorite meat.
Interesting.
Because I thought about that sausage the entire day. I was like, damn, that was a good sausage. And I just kept thinking about that sausage.
So you're going to put them on your hot dogs now? You sausage hot dogs instead of...
No. I mean, I could go buy like sausage dogs, you know, like the chicken ones or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Ooh, the chicken ones are good.
Have you had the Applewood chicken? Yeah, that's good stuff. No, I will not be doing that. But I did... I got to keep it with the Costco hot dogs because it's the only fair way, I feel like, to evaluate all of these. It's like when you evaluate pizza chains, you can only buy cheese pizza at all these pizza chains. It's the only way to evaluate like a pizza at a different place. If you're trying to judge the sauce, the bread, and the quality of the cheese, like if you're trying to really judge a pizza chain, like different pizza chains, you have to go to them and only order a cheese pizza. Because how are you going to compare like a cowboy pizza at one place to like the specialty pizza of another?
No, that's fair. I agree with that. However, I don't think you should do a cheese pizza. I think you should do your favorite pizza.
Well, not everyone is going to have an anchovies and plantain pizza.
I was thinking more like Hawaiian, but yeah.
Yeah. But also, yeah, like most pizza chains have like the same basic ones, you know?
No, I know. So do that. So that's not just cheese.
We're going to disagree
Oh
here.
my gosh. I have realized that on Hawaiian pizzas, I am a big Hawaiian pizza eater. My dad passed that trait down to me full force.
Mm-hmm.
Dad and I love Hawaiian. My mom hates pineapple on pizza, which is a crime, in my opinion.
Most people would consider it a crime to have pineapple.
Which is weird. It's so delightful. Anyways.
Have you had pears on a pizza before?
I have not.
Oh, dude. Pears on a pizza with ricotta cheese, I think? Fantastic.
Dude. Okay, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I've noticed that I think I like, instead of like the circles of Canadian bacon, I like the little tidbits of Canadian bacon more. Because then when you eat, it doesn't like rip the whole piece off. You know what I mean?
You just gotta shove the whole pizza in your mouth. The whole thing, one bite. Let's go.
But you know what I mean? Like the tidbits are better.
Okay.
And I don't like when the pineapple is like super chunky.
If you say so.
Anyways.
I like the big old circles of pineapple on my pizza. Really want that pineapple to shine. Anyways, this is a thrilling conversation. Faith, for the first time in the history of this podcast, you have a topic that you wanted to bring up today. Commercials.
Sorry, my ear itches. Yes, commercials, because since I've started my major, that's like the PR marketing, that realm, I cannot watch commercials without analyzing them and like thinking, wow, what a great ad, or like, wow, what a horrible ad.
And now you feel like, I just want to point this out from my mom too, because my mom loves to say how much I love to argue, but it's the simple fact that the same way you were looking at these commercials is the same way I listen to every single person's words coming out of their mouth. Any sentence they form, I'm like, 1 + 3 does not equal 2 here, you know?
Doesn't that ever get exhausting?
No, never. But like literally I did 4 years writing on like 3 of my semesters. I wrote like 20 essays a week. Like they were only like one or...
I would drop out.
They were like a page and a half, you know, they weren't like super long. But yeah, there were at least 2 semesters I distinctly remember having actually kept count of how many essays I was writing like per week. Yeah. And all of it was just like take an argument, take whatever someone says and just destroy it, you know? Like that was basically what my education was for years in undergrad. And so like the way you do that with commercials is the way I do it with people are speaking to me.
I would be so exhausted I couldn't do that.
It's just mostly noticing inconsistencies.
Yeah. But commercials, because we were talking about this earlier, and you, like, asked me, like, well, what's a topic or something you think about a lot, like, during this week? And I don't think you realize how much brain space commercials take up in my head. Every time. Especially ones I don't like. Every time I see them, it infuriates me. Mm-hmm. So anyways, there's something in my throat. Anyways, what are you about to press?
Nothing. I turned my mic off when I was clearing my throat.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. Keep moving.
Anyways.
God. You're a mess.
Okay. Commercials.
Yeah, for the 4th or 5th time.
But don't you have, like, commercials that you just, like, see them and you're like, wow, what a horrible ad. Completely missed the point. Not good acting. Like, just all around a bad ad. And then you have ads that you're like, what a great ad. Like, that hit exactly what it needed to do.
The Super Bowl Jesus commercial. Great ad.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, God, you're missing out. What a hell of a right turn that was. A bad ad is literally just like, there's just only one that like lives in my head rent free, like AstraZeneca or whatever, with the girl on the fucking beach. I've brought it up on this podcast before. My God, I cannot deal with that commercial. It's literally the only thing that gets me is the way the main actress is bouncing in the sand, waiting for the volleyball. It just infuriates me because it's just. Well, bonus points. So many parts of it's wrong.
Yeah, bonus points because it's also a drug commercial, and I just hate drug commercials in general. I don't think we're like one of 2 countries that still allow drug commercials.
I mean, that's a little bit brave to say a number.
I think I've seen somewhere I could be completely off base. I have no idea.
The safest thing to do on the internet is to never give like a hard number.
Okay.
We're one of the few.
Okay.
That keeps you from getting canceled.
Okay. One of the few that allows.
From the 4 people that listen to this. God. No, I'm just kidding. There's more.
Now you made me lose my train of thought. Okay. We're one of like the few countries that still allows drug commercials. And I've noticed recently, because I've started to discover that I really freaking hate drug commercials. They're so annoying. The actors are always horrible. I've noticed recently that the person talking does not match the person in the commercial. Like, you can look at the person in the commercial and be like, no way, this is your voice. Like, you hired an actor for its looks, and then you hired a voice actor, and they don't match. And it bugs the living hell out of me. So that's my first gripe with them. Second is, like, those commercials where they're just bad acting. Like,
it's a commercial, though.
Bad acting. Yeah, but there's commercials that have good acting, and then there's commercials like that have horrible acting. I feel like
the general industry rule is that it's intentionally bad acting for a commercial. I feel like that's just kind of a standard.
But I feel like there's some that are good. I don't know. Hate that about those, too. Second of all, I realized the other day, I saw the commercial. I think it's about meningitis in teens. And it starts off, it starts off good. Like, it's not good because, again, I hate drug commercials. But, like, it's whatever. It's fine. And then it takes such a hard turn. And then...
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, they could accidentally be sharing this. Yeah. And it could kill you within 24 hours.
No, exactly. Like,
that's exactly what it does, yeah.
Such a turn, and it turns into trying to scare parents, specifically moms, into vaccinating their kids. That's not how that should be done. You shouldn't have to scare people into getting medications or vaccines. Well, that's insane to me.
My problem with that is that it's just like... encourages anti-vaxxers to say, look, they're trying to scare us into it. And
no, exactly.
Just like feeding into it.
There's so many problems with taking that approach that I don't know why that, like, why did they make that commercial and be like, yeah, this is how we're going to do it? Drug commercials, you shouldn't be trying to sway one person or another. Give the facts and move on. Don't do that, because it's so...
Well,
it's icky.
That sounds like communism to me.
The long silence.
Yeah. Feel the uncomfortable silence.
The just hard turn it makes, and the fact they're trying to scare parents into doing it is just icky to me, and I don't like it. It makes me cringe every time. I don't like it. So that's with that one. And then I know I've talked about the dumbass Apple ad with the cat. I realized the other day why I hate that commercial so much. Because before I didn't know why. I was just like, oh, this commercial really pisses me off. And I don't know why. I found out. I keep talking so fast. I keep having to take, like, breaths.
Please,
this has been a problem for my whole life. I talk fast. But with that commercial, it bothers me so much because it is, like, almost the exact opposite of what Apple branded themselves on. They're not that, like, darker academia, like 70s. I don't know.
That is not what I get from that commercial.
Those aren't the right words to describe it, but it's not Apple's clean, sleek, modern, like, branding that they have.
Okay.
No, what are your thoughts? I want to know.
I think it's just like they're trying to be, like, in your home, you know, like it's part of your home. That's the vibe that I think they were going for there.
I don't know. I just don't like it, and I don't feel like it's the imagery. Like, I guess the concept of the ad is on brand, but, like, the imagery I just don't like. And, like, how they, like, made everything look. To me, it doesn't match, and I think that's why it bothers me so much. So there's that one. I think I've talked about an ad that I do really like is the one with the pajamas, and they, like, the bottoms, like, fold down and they grow as your child grows, and it's a really cute ad. It's marketed towards moms, but it says, like, at the end it, like, has a kid running to its mom's arms, and it's like, after all, like, the safest place is there. It's a really cute ad, and every time I see it I'm like, that's so cute. But and then you have the ones that are just outright controversial with the Sydney Sweeney and the Elf ad. I don't know, sometimes I look at ads and I'm like, how did that pass off the people? Like, your job as marketers is to look at these ads and say, well, how is the public going to view this? Like, is it how we want them to? Or is it, like, how are they going to take this ad? Why did those two ads get passed? They should have been like, actually...
I think you're underestimating how much an executive can just go in and say, just
Which
do
is
it.
so crazy, because the Sydney Sweeney ad, I've already talked about this on this podcast, so I'm not going to go deep into it. Sydney Sweeney ad was... I completely missed the point. I don't know. The Elf ad also completely missed the point. There's one with a unicorn that I know my mom really hates. That one's just stupid. But the one that they just did with Matt Rife was... I don't know why they did that. Not even just him as a person, just, like, for target audience-wise, like, why did you choose him? Like, what audience did he reach?
Was he conventionally attractive?
Like, kind of. I don't know. I wouldn't say he's attractive, but I know women do, but I also know that women don't like him because he's, like, made some tasteless jokes about domestic violence, and he's a little misogynistic.
I think you are underestimating how many people are apathetic at this point and just do not care.
No, people care about this Elf ad. Like, Elf is being canceled.
I think that's probably a bit strong, babe.
I'm on the side of TikTok and social media where people like Elf and are doing, like, the makeup beauty world. It's a huge deal right now. People are starting... I do think that it'll blow over in, like, a week or two, and people will go back.
Yeah, that's not canceled. That's just outrage.
I guess, yeah.
If it blows over, it's not a cancellation.
Yeah. Anyways, it's being boycott at the current moment.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the word I was looking for. It's being boycott because of that. So anyways, I want to know I don't know if you can think of any, but I want to know, like, an ad that you think is good. You already went over the bad one.
Just the Jesus commercials. They're really easy to recognize. They have nothing to do with Jesus until the last second when the screen goes black and the text is yellow. And you're like, Jesus, you got me again.
Go ahead.
So anyways, those are just really good. Not because they're, like, particularly informative. Mostly because they're very surprising. You expect them to be a left-leaning like political ad, and then you find out it's it's actually just a true to the Bible, kind of like a moral being displayed, and it's like embrace Jesus. So I just think they're very good commercials. I'm gonna get you a cough drop before every single episode you appear in.
This is crazy. It's not even this bad today. There's like something. I feel like there's a frog in my throat. I don't know.
Convenient. So anyways, I just think all of those commercials are good. And then, like I said, any of the Toonami commercials are top tier. But that's, comparing apples to oranges. I think 90s and early to mid 2000s commercials are an entirely different industry from today's commercials. So
especially because another thing that I've been noticing recently. Go ahead.
I just remembered there was something I forgot to bring up the last time we were talking about this. I was going to bring up the difference between ads and commercials. What we have today is ads. What we used to have, commercials.
There's a few that I've realized are more commercial-y, especially with what I'm about to say. I've seen like a rise of people, of like companies and brands using influencers in their ads. And if it's done correctly, I think they're good. But if it's not done right, I don't think they're good, basically. But one, oh my gosh, one is the ad for Gillette Labs, the razor, because it feels like an actual commercial. Like, it's not, I don't know, it feels like an actual commercial. It cuts to, like, the razor being used on somebody's face. It's not just, like, oops, I hit the
You are messing up my audio
I know,
today.
I'm sorry. It's not just, like, a person standing there and, like, listing all the benefits, like an ad does. It feels more like a commercial, but they took two people that got big on TikTok. It's a father and a son, and they're, like, from Boston or something. The dad has, like, a really strong accent. I don't know. I liked them on TikTok, and I saw this commercial, and I was like, oh, this is a good commercial. Because, like, it doesn't, like, blare in your face, like, these are influencers. We have influencers for this. It's, like, a normal, like, if you didn't know who they were, you wouldn't know. Just, like, a normal ad, and I really like that. Also with Poppy, they did an ad where, like, the car goes through a drive-thru and the girl's like, oh my god, I don't know what to order. And the car behind him, like, starts honking, like, hurry up. And I think his name is Jake. He's also a TikTok influencer. And he was like, girl, just get a Poppy. And, like, that's the ad. Like, the commercial. And I think it's good. Like, if you know who he is, you're like, yeah, that's an influencer. Like, that's so cool that they have a commercial. And it's done well. I like them like that. Ones I don't like are, like, Tide. Tide had a commercial. I'm going to put that in strong quotes because I think it's lazy. They took influencers. There was like 4 or 5 of them. And they took the TikTok videos they made about Tide and put them in a commercial. All in a row. And I was like, you just took TikTok videos and put them as an ad. That's so uncreative.
Low effort.
Yeah, like I don't like that. Like it's blaring in your face. We have TikTok influencers for this ad. I don't like it. A lot of these are also personal preference. If you haven't gathered that. Somebody might really love that ad. I think it's lazy. Almost like when people in books, this is another gripe of mine. I'm going way off topic now. But another gripe of mine in books is when people, or like when authors, do like a billionaire romance. But they use the billionaire aspect for the character to get away with literally everything. Like, oh, he has money. He can just do that.
So
oh, he's rich. So he has all these people, so he can get away with murder. It pisses me off, and I think it's just such lazy writing.
Well, it's realistic.
It's so annoying. So annoying. I don't like it. Like, if I, like, want to read a book and I see it's a billionaire romance, 90% of the time I won't read it. It just makes me so mad. Same with third act breakups. Those two things don't touch. I don't touch them.
Non-starter, huh?
Yeah, they're just so annoying. Again, it just comes down to I think it's just lazy writing in those two tropes. Anyways, we can go back on topic now. I don't think I have any more to say about ads, though. That was my thoughts for the week.
Okay, well, time to wrap it up. Faith, do you have any plugs?
I do. Okay, so Michael plays a lot of Xbox games, which, like, not complaining about. I love that you love playing games. But, like, when he's out there, I feel like I'm either sitting on my phone, like, sometimes I read, Like, I'm usually just sitting on my phone. And then I was like, it'd be really fun if I had a game that I could play, like, on the Switch or something. And I haven't gotten into, like, Animal Crossing. Not my favorite thing ever.
Stardew Valley.
Yeah, like, I just can't get into those games. I don't know why.
I had an incredibly tough time getting into Stardew Valley just because of the artwork.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about them. I just, like, can't get into them. Anyways, there's a new game that come out. It's called Tiny Bookshop. I got it yesterday. It's only, like, $20. It is my new favorite obsession. The basis of the game. Is that the point?
Sure.
I don't know. You have this little bookshop. It's like a little wagon that you pull in your car, and you move to the beach, and you unlock a bunch of locations, and you sell your books. You stock your bookshelves with, like, what's selling the best and, like, what people like. And, like, your bookshelf just stocked. You can, like, decorate your bookshop, which, like, helps your sales. Basically just a little bookshop owner. And it's the best thing ever. And my favorite part about it is your little virtual customers will say, like, oh, I need help finding something. And they'll say, like, this is, like, what I'm looking for. This is, like, a book that I like. And they're real books. And then your bookshelf is full of books that are, like, real books. So you can recommend your favorite books to your virtual customers, and it has been my favorite thing ever. I, like, couldn't put it down yesterday. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you loved it so much.
Couldn't put it down. It's really good. The artwork is really good. It was only $20. I recommend. It's been super fun.
Well, I'm on a streak of recommending weird, different movies, cult classics, movies I love from way back. And I'm going to recommend to watch Dude, Where's My Car? Great movie. Young Ashton Kutcher. Forgetting the other guy. His name is escaping me in this moment. But great movie. So that's my recommendation this week. Dude, Where's My Car?
I don't know if I've watched that.
I would highly doubt it. I highly doubt you have watched this movie. So,
okay.
And I guarantee it's not on our streaming service.
I think it is. I think I've seen it before.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to look. A lot of those movies from that time era, and that time era and that genre, non-existent.
Except for Peacock. Peacock has, like, been adding a lot of, like, throwback movies recently, so it might be.
Okay. That's it. Peace out.